Hello students, hello everyone. Before this, I have uploaded one video in which I have introduced how to declare an array, how to take input the elements of array, and how to display the elements of array. Okay. So before watching this video, if you have not seen that video, please watch that video first, then come to this video. Okay. In this video, I am going to discuss few programs, two or three programs. I will discuss simple, basic programs of array. Okay. So without wasting your and my time, let's start with this program. Okay. So here we go. Okay, students. So I'm going to discuss this program. Write a program to accept the elements of an integer array of size 5 and display the maximum value. Means we will take 5 integers input into an array and we will find the maximum of them. Okay. So for this program is here. So what is the logic? First of all, let me tell you the logic. What is the logic we are going to put? I'm going to put here. Consider the array element we have taken. The elements of array are, see, consider this array we have taken of size 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And the elements are 5, 10, 8, 12, 7. Consider these are the elements and this is the name of array A. So what is the logic? Logic is here. Just we try to find, we consider that the first element of the array is maximum. Okay, we will consider that the first element of the array is maximum. Means the first element of the array means what? The element, the number which is at index number 0. The element which is at index number 0 of array is what? First element of the array. So we will consider the first element of the array as maximum. Okay. Then we'll start comparing that number from previous index values. Okay. Sorry, next index values. We'll start comparing that number with next index values. And if we'll get greater value than that assumed value, then we'll change the value of maximum. For example, see here, consider we are taking a variable max and considering that the first element of the array, that is the value at index number 0 is the maximum, means store max equal to a0. Okay, so a0 is what here? What is the value of a0? Here we have 5. The first element of the array, that is at index number 0, is 5. So we considered that it is a maximum value. Now we'll start from comparing the value from this value. We'll start comparing this value from next index value. So compare this value with index number 1 value. Is it greater than this? This 5, this 10 is greater than this. So we'll change the value of maximum. Now we'll move to the index number 2. The value at index number 2 is greater than this? No. So no change. Now we'll move to the index number 3. The value at index number 3 is greater than this? Yes, it is. So change it with this current new value. Then value at index number 4 is greater than this? No. So finally, we have the maximum value in the variable max. So again, I'm repeating the logic. We consider the first element of the array as maximum. Then we start comparing from next index, and if we get the greater value, then we change the value of maximum. Got it? This is the logic. Okay, I hope it's clear. So here is the program. The common things you know very well. I'm not going to discuss this. Here in this line, as I have discussed in previous video and in previous class, that how to declare an array. Here it is said to declare an array of integer type of size 5. So that we have done here. So you know what will happen. Here new operator will allocate memory for 5 integers. Again I'm repeating this. So new operator will allocate memory for 5 integers and indexing will be there, and which index starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. And the address of this allocated memory will be stored into the array, this array A. Then you'll have a message enter the elements of array. You'll have the message enter the elements of array. As per the question, whatever message we have written, that will be printed. Here we have written enter the elements of array. This message will be displayed on the screen. Okay, you can write any message as per the requirement of the program. As you can write enter 5 numbers or enter 5 integers, whatever proper message. Then this part is array input, that also I have taught in previous class, in previous video. So this part, what are you doing? This part we are taking input. This is array input. Here I am writing as a comment. This is what array input. This loop is here for array input. Okay. So first of all, the value of I will be 0. A dot length. Length is what? 5. You know the length. The size of the array is stored into a variable length. So A dot length is what? 5 here. So condition I equal to 0, condition true, control will go inside the loop. So first entered value will be stored into A0. The value of I is 0. So first entered value will be stored into A0. Consider we are entering 2. Then I plus plus I will be 1. The next entered value will be stored into A1. And so on like this. You know I have explained already. So 5, 8, 4, 9. Consider these elements we have entered. Okay. So the how to take input this loop I have already explained. So I'm moving forward. Now come here. After taking input, what I told, we consider the first element of the array as maximum. So that we are doing here max equal to A0. Means the value of max will be what? A0. What is A0? Is 2. Okay. So we have considered the first element of the array as maximum. Now we start comparing from next index, means we'll start comparing from index number 1. So that's why I have started the value of I from 1. So I equal to 1. Now please listen carefully. AI, the value of I is what? 1. So A1 is greater than max. This time the value of max is 2. A1 is greater than max. A1 is what? 5. Yes, condition true. We are getting greater value. We are getting greater value than max. The value of AI means A1, what is that? 5 is greater than max. So we'll change the value of max with AI. AI means that A1. So the value of max will be 5. Then I plus plus I will be 2, condition true. Control will go inside the loop. Now again we'll compare. Now the value of max is what? 5. You can see the value of max is what? 5. I is 2. I is 2. A2 is greater than max. What we have at A2? It is 8. Yes, again condition true. I is 2. A2 is greater than max. At A2 we have 8. Condition true. Again we are getting greater value. So the value of max will be changed with A2. So the value of max will be 8. Now I plus plus I will be what? 3. Condition true. Control will go inside the loop. Now here the value of max is what? 8. And I, what is I here? I is 3 to A3. A3 is what? 4. So A3 is greater than max? No, condition false because this time we are not getting greater value. So no change. No change in the value of max. Then I plus plus I will be 4. Condition true. Now A4 is greater than max. A4 is what? What we have at A4? 9. 9 is greater than max? Yes, condition true. So the value of AI will be stored into max. So now the value of max will be what? 9. Then I plus plus I will be what? 5. Condition, this condition is false. Control will go inside outside the loop. This equal to will not be here, students. This equal to will not be here. Okay. I is less than only, not equal to. Equal to will not be here. This mistake I have done. So equal to is not here. Then I plus plus I will be 5. This condition will be false. Control will go outside the loop. And you can see the variable max has the maximum value. I hope it is clear to all, to everyone. Okay, like this, if you want to find the minimum value, listen friends, if you want to find the minimum value, only one change you have to make. Only one change is required here. You have to write less than instead of this greater than. Only this one change is required. So by this way you can get the minimum value, and better you change the name of this variable, make it mean. Instead of max you can write mean, because if you can get the correct output by writing the variable name as max also, but it will create the confusion that you are finding what? Minimum value. So better make this variable, take the name of this variable as mean. Okay, proper variable name should be taken. So only one change. If you want to find the minimum value, one change is required. instead of this greater than, you will write less than, and instead of max variable, you will require mean variable or any variable you can take. Okay. So another question is here. Write a program to accept the elements of an integer array of size 5 and display the maximum and minimum both. Both. Now we're going to find both together. So one logic is here, one simplest logic is here. Key we will take max equal to a0. Sorry. Max equal to a0. Then, so one logic is here, we can find minimum value once and then a maximum value once. Means once one loop will be there to find the minimum value and one loop will be there to find the maximum value. Means two loops we can use. Simple logic is here. If you want to find maximum and minimum both, what can be done? Let me show you. I think it is not clear if I'm explaining only. So let me write this. This is, by this part you will get the maximum value, and the same manner in the same program you can find the minimum. Just take this variable min, please, min, and instead of max use mean, and instead of greater than use less than, and here mean. Okay, so by this way, by this part you will get the maximum value. In the same manner, by this part you will get the minimum value. So you will get both value like this. Two loops we can use. The same logic we have implemented two times. Okay, this is one of the solution which I am going to tell you. I've taught you. We can get maximum and minimum both by using two loops. This is one of the way. Another way is here. Listen. You can do the same thing in one loop. Even you can do this thing. You can find maximum and minimum both using one loop also. How it is? See. In the loop, you will consider that maximum equal to a0, minimum equal to a0. That is the logical part. We consider the first element of the array as a maximum or minimum. So both maximum and minimum we have considered, both are the first element of the array. Okay. Then loop, we start comparing from next index. We start comparing from index number 1. And if ai is greater than max, if the ai is greater than max, we'll change the value of max. Otherwise, if ai is less than mean, then we'll change the value of mean. Okay, both conditions we have to write. Don't think here we'll write only else and will not write this condition, then it will be wrong. We have to write both conditions. ai is greater than max and ai is less than mean, both the conditions will be required here. You cannot omit anyone. Means if you are deleting this and if you are writing only like this is incorrect solution. Okay, both conditions are required here, because it is not compulsory that ai which is not greater than max, is it is, if it is not greater than max, it is not compulsory that it will be less than mean. Okay, I hope what I am telling you, I want to tell you, is it clear? If will not write this condition, second condition, what will happen? The value which is not greater than max, consider this condition is false. Okay, so then that value will be stored into mean. But it is not necessary that the value which is not greater than max is less than mean also. It is not compulsory. Sometimes it may happen कि that is not greater than max and that is not less than mean also. दोनों condition false हो सकती है. It may also happen. So here I want to tell you, finally I want to tell you that both the conditions are required. Okay. So this condition is to find the maximum value. This condition is here to find the minimum value. Both conditions you can write and you can get maximum and minimum both values by one loop only. And coming outside the loop, you can display both maximum and minimum. Okay. The question is here to find the sum of only even numbers. For example, consider we have taken input. Consider these are the elements we have taken as input. Consider it 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Consider it as 4, 6, 8, 3, 4 और 7 मान लो यहाँ पे इसको एक मिनट, just a minute. So students, consider the elements you have taken as input are. Just again, I'm taking the numbers. At least few even few odds should be taken now. So मान लो यहाँ पे 5 है, 8 है, 3 है, 4 है, 6. These numbers we have taken as input. Okay. And now the question is what we have to find the sum of only even numbers. Okay. Please, this is array input. Here we have declared an array. Sorry, here we have declared an array. This is array declaration. And here we have taken input. This part is for input. Each and every time I am telling you this thing, at least learn how to declare an array, how to take input. Okay. And how to display also. Here we are not using, but in most of the programs that will also be used. How to display the elements of array. Okay. It clear? I hope it's clear. Then the address of sorry the now we are going to find the sum of only even numbers, means sum of it should be 8 plus 4 plus 6. That is what? 18. So we have to find only this much. We have to find the sum of even numbers only. Okay. So as you know, it's a logical part that whenever we want to find the sum of more than one numbers or more than one values, what we do, we take a variable. Generally, we take a variable, and that we initialize with 0. This is the common logical part we have done many times. We take a variable to which we initialize with 0. Okay. Then we will go through each index value. We'll go through each index value and we'll check whether that index value is an even number or not. If that index value is an even number, then we will add it. This is the logic. So that's why we have to start from 0 and we have to go up to length. The length of this string is, this array is what? 5. Okay. So I equal to 0, condition true, control go inside the loop. Now I is 0, A0 means we are getting this value 5. A0, 5. A0 is what? 5 modulus 2 equal to 0, condition false. This condition is for the even numbers. This condition will only be true for it will be true only for even numbers. Okay. So AI means A0 is what? 5. So 5 modulus 2 equal to 0, condition false, because 5 is not an even number. So no addition. Then I plus plus. I will be what now? 1. Condition true. Control will go inside the loop. The value of I is 1. So A1. A1. What is 1? A1 is what? 8. 8 modulus 2 equal to 0, condition true. This is, it is an even number. So condition true. So that will be added. That AI will be added to sum. Sum is what this time? 0. 0 plus AI. AI means A1. What is that? 8. So 0 plus 8 will be 8. So value of sum will be what? 8. Then I plus plus I will be 2. Condition true. Control will go inside the loop. Now A2 modulus 2 equal to 0. What is the value of A2? A2 is what? 3. This condition is false, so no addition. It will not be added. Then I plus plus I will be 3. Condition true. So A3, what is A3? 4. So 4 modulus 2 equal to 0, condition true. The value of I is what this time? It is 3. So A3 is what? What is A3? A3 is 4. So 4 modulus 2 equal to 0, condition true. So sum equal to sum plus AI. The value of I is what? 3. So A3. A3 is what? 4. So 0. Sum is what? 8. 8 plus 4 will be 12. Okay. Then I plus plus I will be 4. Condition true. Control will go inside the loop. Now A4. What is A4? It is 6. So 6 modulus 2 equal to 0, condition true again. So sum, what is the value of sum? It is 12. 12 plus A4, that is 6. 12 plus 6 will be 18 and will be stored into sum itself. So the value of sum will be what? 18. Then I plus plus I will be 5. This condition is false. Control will go outside the loop. So coming outside the loop, you can see we have only the sum of even numbers. 8 plus 4 will be 12. 12 plus 6 will be 18. So we have that sum into the variable sum. So we are taking each and every value of each and every index value is an even number or not by this way. Okay. And if it is an even number, that we are adding to the sum. This is the simplest logic which I have implemented here. Okay. I hope it is clear. If any doubt, you can ask.